again, I would never paint a picture that I'm not. I will give it to y'all straight up. Like, this what it is, this what it ain't. But like, alright, so what's up, y'all? So I'm back with another video. So in this video, I'm basically just gonna be talking about what I learned in like my depression detox. Yeah, we're just gonna get right into the video. So basically what I call like my depression detoxes is like when I'm like overwhelmed with life, or like it's just too much going on, my mental's not right and things like that. Like it's just too much going on at one time, I'll just completely like disappear. Like that's fake, like my defense mechanism. Like just because I don't be knowing what to do in certain situations, and rather me acting like out of emotion, or just, you know, just not being in the right state of mind, and, you know, doing God knows what, I'll just disappear. Like I'll just go off the grid, no social media, no responding to people, no location, like literally just disappearing, because like, I don't know, sometimes I just be going crazy in the head. Sometimes I just be needing to, you know, disconnect from the world for a little bit. And like, granted, it's not like I'm completely 100% better based off what y'all seen like as I last posted. That was just a video that I was just feeling to post in that time. But like how I've been feeling like hasn't been like, it's been going on maybe like a month now about how I've been feeling. I just finally made a video about it the other day. But I feel a little bit better. I actually like really been taking the time to, you know, just talk to God more, you know, and really just figure out what was wrong with me, you know, do the things to, you know, get my mental back where it needs to be. And even just a video like this, just talking about what I learned throughout my detox, you know, is even kind of helping me, just because I'm just reflecting on like a lot of things, and like a lot of situations that's been playing out, and how, you know, one, I can make them better, and two, how I can just, you know, again, find ways to grow in what I'm going through. That's always what I try to do. Like if I'm ever going through some things, I always try to grow through what I go through, because it's just like, if you keep going through the same things, you're not learning the lessons that, you know, you got going on, and it's like you're gonna keep going through the same things. So I be trying to learn some things as I go through what I go through, if that makes sense. And I made a little list, so if you see me looking on my phone, that's why. And if y'all wondering where I'm at right now, I'm outside the post office trying to get my passport, because my mom lost my passport. It's been a hassle. But why are passports so annoying to try to get? Like, why can't you just snap your finger and get the passport? All in all though, so again, a depression detox is basically, again, when you just disconnect from the whole world, go off the grid. Again, no trace, nobody knows. And it's crazy. Some people might say it's selfish to just disappear like that, but I say when you're really in the heat of the moment and you're really going through, hold on, it's a Bentley right in front of me, drop top. That junk looks so fire, bro. I can't wait. When you're really going through your things, and it's just like, you really got to put yourself first. Like a lot of people don't be understanding. Sometimes you really got to put yourself first in those situations. Like, yeah, it sounds selfish to, you know, just up and disappear, but sometimes you really just be needing that. Like when you're just overwhelmed, and not even overwhelmed, like you're so anxious and you're just thinking so much things. Like you just gotta know. For my people who have anxiety and deal with depression and things like that, y'all know what I'm talking about. But so first thing that I learned was things happen for you, not to you. And once you look at things like in that perspective, like I be feeling sometimes like things in life don't be going my way, or it just be so much going on to where it's just like, bro, why is this happening to me when in all actuality it's happening for me? I feel like everything happens for a reason. So the way that God has things going, sometimes it's for your best interest. You might not feel it right then and there, but later down the line, you're like, oh, I'm kind of glad that it went that way and not this way, because I wouldn't have been here if this didn't happen, you know? So that's why, that's why I'm trying to, that's why. I'm trying to like fully understand that, but that's something that I was seeing while I was in this like detox, that things are happening for me, not necessarily to me. And I feel like when you have that it happened to me mindset, that's like a victim. And not saying that you're a victim, but sometimes when you have that victim mentality, it's like things just make it feel so worse than they already are. Not worser, worse than they already are. But next thing, your friends are not your therapist. And I say this to say, because sometimes Bro, something that I realized is that it's okay to like go to your friends when you're going through some things, but like what I realized is you can't expect your friends to know all the right things to say every single time, you know? And that just even goes into me saying that like they're just not your therapist. Like, and it's not okay for you to put that label on them every time you're going through some hard things. So sometimes they might not know what to say. And that's just something I realized. Like they're like, even if they do know what to say, what I've been seeing for me is that they can give me all the right things to say for that moment. So they're giving me advice for the moment to make me feel better in that moment. But a day later or a couple hours down the line, I could be feeling the same exact way once I'm one by myself or back in a space to where it's just like, all right, now I'm thinking the same thoughts again and all that. And what I'm supposed to do, call them again for them to say the same exact thing, you know? So I just say that to say like your friends are not your therapist, and like trying to even put that label on them, I don't know. I feel like sometimes that's when friends get kind of not frustrated, but just like overwhelmed themselves when it's like, oh, they're Gary dump on me again, and it's like I'm not mentally ready for them to dump on me, you know, things like that. So I just realized that your friends is not your therapist, and like you can't expect them to always have the right thing to say. So like me, sometimes that's another reason why I just disconnect from the world, or I don't do anything at all, because I'm just like, it's nothing that you can say that will make me feel any better than, you know. And not even saying like rejecting the advice that you are giving, but it's just like something I realized is that all I got is God. Like nobody can change the way I'm thinking, nobody can change my situation, nobody can make me feel any type of better but God. So like I'm not gonna expect my friends to always be like, oh no, this is what happened, you know, make you feel better, XYZ. Yeah, they can try, but at the end of the day, bruh, my friends is not my therapist. That's what I've been realizing. Next thing is just using God as a source and not a resource. I actually heard this in church the other day, like using God as a source and not necessarily a resource. Like I feel like now the state that I'm in is I wouldn't be able to get out of none of this if it wasn't for God. I wouldn't be able to get out of bed every day if it wasn't for God, or just operate daily. Like yeah, sometimes I feel like with the media we can portray this image or paint this picture that life is good, but in all actuality, bruh, none of this would be possible without God. Like, and that's something that I'm really starting to realize now, you know, and let alone not using him as a resource. I feel like sometimes I used to always talk to God or like pray to God when I needed something, but in all actuality, bruh, I can't do nothing without God. And again, that's just something that I learned, and I just thank him every day. I thank him for the good days, I thank him for the bad days, for this season now, like this detox that I was just saying. I thank him for that, because again, I feel like I learned so much now that I can apply to what I got going down. And again, none of this would have happened if it wasn't for God, because I feel like, you know, he makes everything happen the way it's supposed to happen, even if it's not the way we think it's supposed to go. So that's that. So again, shout out to God, man. He's a lit guy. Everything happens for a reason, even going back to what I just said. Again, and I feel like this is what I feel like I've been emphasizing this one just a little bit more, is because when you're going through things, when you're sad, when you're emotional, when you're vulnerable in them states, you may be feeling like, why me? Like, why is it always happening to me? Like, why can't I ever catch a break? That's something that I've been saying this like past 2 weeks. Like, why can't I just catch a break? Like, why me? But I've just been also realizing that everything happens for a reason. Like even going back to that, everything happens for you, not to you. Like it just happens for a reason. Like things are meant to go the way that they're supposed to go. And even if you don't think it's supposed to go that way, later down the line you'll be like, I'm glad that this happened this way. I'm glad that it happened for a reason. Like everything happened for a reason. And I've just been realizing that yet again, that everything happens for a reason. So yeah, don't expect you out of other people, bruh. I feel like a lot of people already been saying it's like this is something that people have been saying, but this is something that I really realized this past couple weeks. Like, bro, you just can't expect you out of people. Like the way people think, the way people act, it's just like, bro, like you can't expect you out of people. The way you would go about situations, or the way you would just move towards somebody, especially if you've been picking up on sides and they haven't been 100%. But again, you can't expect you out of other people. And that's something that I feel like hurts me mentally a lot, is because in certain situations, especially when I'm going through things, I expect me out of people. I feel like sometimes I'll just randomly, I don't know. I feel like the type of person I am, and I'm not saying this is like a direct towards anybody, but this is something that I see. I'm the type of person that if I'm going through something and I see the next person, like one of my friends going through some things, forget everything I'm going through. Like, I'm gonna just make sure that I did my part on trying to reach out, or, you know, trying to make sure they're good. Even if they, I don't know, I feel like, again, you just can't expect you out of other people. And I feel like I was doing that and it was just not making my situation even better sometimes. Just expecting me, or just seeing that people act and think the way they do. And it's just like, is this how you think? Or like, you know, I wouldn't do it like that, but again, you can't expect you out of other people. And I feel like that's my problem. Like, I have a bad habit of expecting me out of people, and that's just something that I'm learning again. Like, you just can't expect you out of other people. That's not a bad thing. It's all about how you look at it, but it's just, you know, everybody's different. People are genuinely selfish, and not everybody thinks about you first. Something that I realized all of this, so like, again, when I take my detox, I don't talk to nobody. I'm not on social media. You probably barely ever hear from me. When I say people are genuinely selfish, I don't mean selfish in a bad way. I just feel like sometimes people only hit you when they need something or they want something. Sometimes, like, when you're going through things, it's like you want that person to be like, hey, how you doing today? Or like, not even how you doing today. Like, they could ask you for something. It's like, dang, you didn't even ask me how my day was. Or like, I could have just had a whole emotional episode, or I could have just blacked out, or, you know, like, just been in a state where it's like, damn, rather than you checking on me, you asking for something. I'm not saying you can't ask for nothing, but like, we sometimes, not everybody operates in the sense of, versus me saying, hey, how are you doing? People get straight to the point, what you want, or, you know, and it's not, they're not always thinking of you first. They're thinking of what you can give or what you can provide. And again, I'm not saying like being selfish is a bad thing, like, because it can be, but like, in the way that I'm trying to explain it now, I'm not saying it as in like oh, they're selfish, they don't give a F about me, No, I'm just saying, it's just like, sometimes people don't be thinking to, like, you know, check on this person before you ask for something. I don't know. Oh, check on your strong and goofy friends. Like, I feel like I said strong and goofy because I feel like I'm a goofy friend, but I'm also a strong friend. And I feel like for all my strong friends out there, like, that's not an easy title to carry. Like, when you're the strong friend, like, you're always there for everybody. You're always picking up, you know, when all your peoples is down, you're picking them up. And I feel like a lot of times people overlook the strong friends just because they expect us to be strong all the time. And then it's just like, something that I realized is that the car in front of me just was backing out of the parking spot, but they had it in drive, so they went forward and hit the curb. But something that I realized is that when you're that strong friend, people always expect you to be strong all the time. And it's just like me, I'm the type of person where I can carry it so well that you couldn't even know that I'm hurting for so long, or, you know, I'm just going through so much that when I finally hit my breaking point, it's so heavy because I've been carrying so much that, like, I haven't been able to, you know, let it out, or, you know, think about it or deal with it. And I'm the type of person also, if I'm going through something, I'll hide it in jokes, or like, I'll joke about it or laugh it off, and people would never really, you know, look into it too serious until, like, it's like, are you okay? Like, are you good? And I feel like a lot of people realize that now when I just went off the grid. And I feel like it's even hitting more now because I'm in Atlanta, and like, nobody can, like, people can't pop up on me no more. Like, I'm far away now. Like, you know, all my friends being in Delaware and, you know, around that area, it's like, dang, I'm not seeing Tamon on social media, or I'm not seeing him texting me, what the fuck is going on, you know? And it's just like, bruh, you just gotta check on a nigga from time to time. Like, and I'm saying that, like, I be fiending for it or not looking for that, but sometimes it feels good for somebody to say, like, hey, how's your mental? Or how you doing? Like, are you okay mentally? And then sometimes I ask that to everybody. Like, I don't even ask people how they doing. I be like, how's your mental? Because I want to know where you at mentally, so I can know how this conversation about to go, or I can know how to treat you, or, you know, things like that. And again, not everybody thinks like that. Going back to that, you can't expect you out of everybody. That's just how I operate. Because again, if you're feeling down and you're saying that, I'm going to try to uplift you and give you coming words. I'm not going to say, oh, well, hey, I got this going on. Can you help me do that? You know, I'm not going to try to put extra stuff on you when you're already dealing with XYZ. But again, some people don't be thinking like that, which is, again, everybody, I don't know. But again, you got to check on your strong friends, check on the goofy friends, because again, we hide it very well. Weather's changing, the daylight savings, that seasonal depression, it's all kicking in, and, like, you know, it's just a lot. But again, this is all just stuff that I've just been realizing and learning. put yourself first. That's something that I've learned also. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. And I feel like a lot of times I don't do this just because I'm that strong friend, and I feel like sometimes I have to be there for everybody. But sometimes when it comes to life just doing the most and it's just like overwhelming for me, that's why I have these detoxes and I just go off the grids, because sometimes I just have to put myself first. And even going back to what I said in the very beginning of this video, how it may seem selfish to, you know, just up and disappear like that, because again, I do have friends that sometimes they're genuinely concerned or worried about me, and I won't even really be on my phone or like responding, just because when I take my detox, it's like and so sometimes I should say it ahead of time, like, hey, like, I'm not gonna be talking to nobody for like 2-3 days, just give me this time. But sometimes when you're just in that moment, especially, and it's so, depression and anxiety is so weird the way it works, because bro, you can be triggered by anything, and like the littlest thing can just set you off, and it's just like, bro, now I'm in this panic attack mode, and like I just gotta shut off and shut down and just disappear. And sometimes you don't always feel like you have to give an explanation on why you did that, you know. So sometimes you just gotta put yourself first. Like sometimes it's hard to put yourself first when you put everybody else before yourself, but sometimes it's just genuinely needed. You just have to put yourself first and take care of you. You gotta think about this. You can't be that strong person. You can't be that person that's 100% there for everybody if you're not even there for yourself all the time, because you're gonna crash and burn out trying to be there, you know. I don't know. Or you won't be able to give 100% or be there or show up as you, the person they expect you to be, if you're not putting yourself first. You know, sometimes it gets overwhelming trying to, you know, be there for everybody, and sometimes I feel like people don't be understanding that. I don't know. It's just crazy just thinking back on certain situations. It's just like but here I go laughing, bro, because life just be a joke. What else? Find time to do the things that you love. This is something that I've also been learning, that's been helping me, you know, get out of this depressive mindset. Just finding time to do things that I love. It's something that I'm realizing that I like doing that makes me feel better. It's taking walks, especially where I live, because it's like a lot of trees, and it's actually an actual path that you can take to just walk. Sometimes when I'm just depressed and I'm just down, I'll literally just sit in a room, phone on D&D. Phone might be turned off, actually. Phone might be turned off. Dark room, locked away, probably won't come out, probably won't even eat. Like, just want to sit in bed all day, don't want to be bothered by nobody. But something that I've been realizing is sometimes it's okay to go get some fresh air. Like, literally me just taking a walk and going to get some fresh air will make me feel way better versus, you know, sitting in the room, sitting in the dark room, not dealing with nobody, talking to nobody. But even if I'm still by myself, just taking a walk and just enjoying nature and looking around at everything that God created, and it's just like, you know, like sometimes you need that breath of fresh air. And taking walks have been something that I've been doing a lot more, and it's just been making me feel better, and you know, things like that. Disconnect if you need to. That's something that I learned. The whole point of the detox and putting yourself first. Sometimes you have to just disconnect, doing what you gotta do to get yourself back right, taking a break from social media. Something that I realized, bro, about social media is when you're going through your situations, bro, social media will have, you can go through your little explore page on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and they'll have every post or every video that's catering to your situation. It's like, damn, it's talking about this, so much stuff, and sometimes it don't even be helping. It be making you feel worse. So that's why I said sometimes you just gotta disconnect, especially take those social media breaks. I know sometimes we can be so consumed in it, and it's just like, it's not good for your mental, it's not healthy and things like that. So sometimes you just be needing to disconnect, but sometimes we don't be realizing it until it's too late. So like me, for example, again with these detoxes, I'm not saying that these are healthy either. Sometimes they're needed, don't get me wrong, but it don't be happening the way it's supposed to. Like, I don't feel like they're a healthy detox. They just be detoxing because I feel like I don't have no other choice but to, you know, disconnect. But sometimes you be needing to disconnect. So, but yeah, disconnect from time to time. Take some time for yourself. Get your life together. Get some self-care, things like that, because you be needing that to, you know, get back to how you need to be. don't apologize for how you feel. I feel like sometimes what I was saying earlier about how I have people that be concerned, it's okay to let them know, like, hey, I'm not feeling myself. I want to just, you know, disappear for a few days. Please respect my privacy and things like that. But also, you got the people who be shaming you and making you feel bad for disappearing, you know? So used to you being there for them all the time. It's like the one time I try to take a day or two for myself is I gotta apologize. Bruh, do not apologize for feeling the way you feel. Don't apologize for going through things. Don't apologize for having to take some time away. Don't apologize for none of that. Like, bruh, if you got people in your life that's making you apologizing for feeling down or feeling sad, or, you know, you should have people in your life that are encouraging you out of this, or, you know, uplifting you, or not making you feel worse, or having to apologize for having depressed. Because, bro, we all go through things. We all are human beings. We all go through life. And, bro, I've been realizing that some people make me be like, oh, my fault. Like, I just been going through something. Like, why am I even saying my fault? I've been dealing with some stuff, bro. I'm human. Like, life happens, bro. Life been lifing, lives, and like you shouldn't have to apologize. You shouldn't have to apologize for life. You know, sometimes it's just unexpected. We can't control everything. We're not God. You know, things happen for a reason. But don't be apologizing to nobody for feeling the way you've been feeling. I don't think that makes sense, but that's not good. So if you got people that make you feel like that, bruh, they might gotta peace, because you don't want those people around you. That's just gonna make your mental feel even worse. I haven't seen that though. Again, like, this is all just stuff that I've been learning. Like, and I'm saying that I have ever been apologizing to people, but sometimes people make me feel like I should apologize for feeling the way I feel. I don't know. It's okay not to know what to say. Sometimes when it comes to venting, because this is something I'm trying to like do openly more. This is why also I feel like sometimes I can vent to a camera before I vent to somebody in real life. Like, even on my last video, somebody in the comments was like saying that I said like too much. Like, even in this video, y'all might be saying that I be running circles around what I be trying to say, but sometimes you don't know what to say. Like, and it's okay not to know what to say. Like, sometimes you just be needing somebody to listen to you versus just responding and trying to give you that good advice. Like, sometimes you just need somebody to listen, and it's okay not to know what to say, but if people can just understand what you're trying to get at and just listen to you, bro, sometimes that's all you just be needing. Like, sometimes you just be needing somebody to just listen, even if you don't know what to say or how to put it. I don't know, like, I feel more comfortable venting to the camera than I do talking to somebody. And why, I don't know. I feel like it's cringy talking to people about how I feel just because I never do that. But also, I don't know, like, something that I realized about me just growing up is like, I've always dealt with this. Like, I've always never knew what to say to somebody, but when it comes to a camera, I could, you know, set a camera. I could be by my dolly and just let it out that way, and I would be like posting it, or I would find the right post on social media. Like, I would use social media as like my diary, and like, you know, let out there. And people always be like, why you always know what to say on social media, or like you always post about how you feeling there, but you never talk to us? Because I don't be knowing what to say to y'all. Like, when I'm just by myself, I feel like again, this is a form of therapy for me. Like, me just talking to y'all, like, I'm by myself right now, but like, people are watching to listen, you know? People can't respond to me right here and then because you're not here with me. Even if I don't know what to say, I'm letting out something, you know? This is all stuff that I've just been learning. I've been repeating that, but I don't want y'all to feel like, I don't know, like, sometimes perception is a crazy thing. Maybe I'm just overthinking. Let me do some next thing. You are loved even if you don't feel it. This is something that I'm constantly learning, and I've always been put in situations that make me realize this. Always, because and what I might say is triggering. So here's the warning. This is a trigger warning for what I might say, but something that I realized about me, when I go through things, bruh, like, this recently just happened during this detox. life has just been lifing for me, bruh. And like, it was to the point now where I felt like I had no choice but to disappear and just get myself together. But while I was disappearing, or while I disappeared, quote unquote, life was just doing a lot, like doing a number. And like, I was so mentally and emotionally unstable to where it was like, I was going days without hearing from people and things like that. And again, not saying that I'm ever seeking for attention or fiending for a checkup, but it was times where I'm just like, bruh, all this time has gone by and, you know, like nobody said anything or like felt the need to reach out to me. So I'm just like, would it even matter if I'm still here? You know, and I know people probably like, Tamon, shut up, don't even talk like that, things like that. But just like, I can't help that that's just the way that I think. Like, that's just how my mind is. And I always say, like, sometimes your mind is your worst enemy. Like, people be saying it's you versus you, but sometimes, like, and it was scary thinking like that, but that's just how I think. Like, I was just like, bruh, I felt like sometimes I'd just be better off if I wasn't here, you know? Because people aren't even knowing that I'm fighting for my life right now, and nobody can even take the time to, you know, call on me, you know? I don't know. And again, I know y'all probably thinking like, yo, Tamon, shut up talking like that. You talking crazy. I don't know. But it was one day where I was just going through what I was going through. And actually, it was a day that I posted the last video. The last video I just posted, I had called my mom. And I don't really like talking to my mom about what I go through. And I feel like everybody should. You know, you should have that relationship. And I can talk to my mom about whatever, but I don't really like talking to my mom about what I go through just because I don't like her to be worried about me. Like, I don't like her to be stressing or, you know, thinking that, you know, I gotta check on Tamon, you know, like, is he, you know, things like that. But it was to the point where now I was just like, the littlest things was happening to me, and I was just talking to my mom about it. And I try to like joke it off, but like, bro, I just busted out crying. You know how you got stuff so bottled up? It was my mom, like, and I just love her so much. And I never want to let her see that side of me, but like, also, I needed that. And it's so crazy, I happened to call her right when she was on her lunch break, so she had time to talk. And like, we was just on the phone just talking. I honestly, I just called her up to speed about everything. Like, I told her everything what was going on. And like, that just made me feel even more comfortable. Or not even comfortable, that just made me feel even more better mentally, because me, again, I'm the type of person to bottle everything up. Like, people would never really know if I'm like going through some things, and if like, you know, people really never know that I'm going through stuff, because I would never want to give that impression that like I'm weak or whatever. And I'm not saying that like, you can't be weak, but like, again, when you're that strong friend, you always want to be strong. Like, you never want nobody to see that you're down, because they're gonna think like, and like, the fact that I was on the phone with my mom, and she just, like, again, she just knew what to say. She just made me feel better. And not even in that moment, like, I actually genuinely felt better. Like, I think it made me feel even more better because it was my mom. Like, and I was talking to my mom, and like, me growing up, again, I never really vented to her too much, just because, again, I don't like when my mom's worried about me. But it felt good being able to just put the wall down and be like, Mom, this is it. This is life. This is what the fuck is going on. So that just also reassured me that people love you. Like, sometimes even if you don't feel the love, people love you. 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 That's just something that I just realized. So, sometimes it'd be hard to realize that, but people love you. Life is what you make it, regardless of what it looks like. Sometimes, especially when you're in those depressed phases, if you allow yourself sometimes to sit in that, and I'm not saying don't ever not feel your emotions, because sometimes you need to take a day to maybe a week to feel your emotions and really just allow everything that you're going through to just run its course out of your body. But life is what you make it. So if you allow that depression and all that to take over you, bro, you're gonna say that life is miserable and things like that. And I felt myself doing that. This is why now I'm starting to get out of this detox, just because I felt myself sinking in it and getting comfortable in it. I felt myself getting comfortable being gloomy and sad. And that's what the enemy wants. The enemy wants you to be miserable, be sad and things like that. But I'm like, bruh, I had to really just take the time, and I did this on my walk. I had to take the time to realize, bruh, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, chasing a dream to become who I want to be. And I'm just like, bruh, I'm not going to be that person if I'm depressed or sitting in this gloomy state, you know, just not doing the things that God wanted me to do. And this goes into my next point. Keep going and just remembering your dreams and your goals, bruh. If I want to be this person and I want to be doing all these things, bruh, I'm not going to do it locked up in the room, not making content, not being on my shit, not being consistent in YouTube. And I'm not saying, again, not feel your emotions, because, bruh, we all go through things. But, bruh, life is what you make it. Sometimes, like, I had to remember what I was doing and just being grateful for where I was at. Like, I'm like, bruh, you just graduated college in May. You up and moved to Atlanta, Georgia. You chasing your dreams. You got goals. Like, you're making it happen. Like, something that I realized is that I really have been inspiring, like, a lot of people, regardless of what my situation looks like. And it's what makes it even so much more crazy is that people think that I have it all right now. And I'm just like, bro, I'm just living. Like, people ask me all the time, how do you do it? Things like that. And I'm just like, bro, I don't know. But it's like, that's motivation for the next person. I'm just like, bro, you're not gonna get where you're trying to go if you just allow life to win all the time. Like, sometimes you gotta fight back. Like, sometimes you gotta fight back, bro. And this is me fighting back. This is me fighting back. But no, I'm for real though. So I really had to realize, bro, what were my goals and what was the dreams that even, you know, make me happy, and what brings me joy every day, knowing that one day I'll have it. You know, again, life is really just what you make it. Like, we can all be going through these things, but if we just allow ourselves to, you know, sit in our misery and depression and all this and that, bro, we're letting the enemy win. And I'm like, bro, you're not winning nothing. That's just something that I just had to realize, bro. Even just saying it, bro, like, that just made me feel better, because I'm just realizing that, like, bro, it's really people who look up to me, you know? Like, it's really people who, you know, not aspire to be like me, but aspire to do the things that I'm doing. And it's just crazy to think about. Like, so I can't let them down. I got people in heaven that's, you know, looking down on me. I can't let them down. I got a family. I got friends who genuinely support me. I have y'all who genuinely support me. Like, I can't let y'all down. If I just sit in my misery and I just let life continue to win, and I don't put out content, or I don't be who I want to be for y'all, what does that make me? A failure? Like, I don't know. That's just something I learned. Like, bro, life is what you make it. Like, regardless. Like, I feel like everybody who has it in life, everybody who makes it in life, is because they kept pushing through life's adversity. And I feel like that's what I just gotta do. I just gotta push through life's adversity and just keep going. Even when I can't, even when I feel like I can't keep going, I just gotta keep going. That's why I posted that video, honestly. The video that I just dropped, where I'm like, even though I really don't want to post this video, I don't want to, bro, I gotta keep going. I gotta make video. I gotta, you know, I gotta keep going. Because I'm pretty sure it was somebody who watched that video that felt the same exact way, who needed to see that video. And it's gonna be more people who need to see this video, who need to hear these words. Damn, why does it feel so deep? Yo, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, bro, please subscribe. I feel like, honestly, my YouTube channel is real live gonna be my testimony. I'm speaking this in advance, like, bruh, I feel like this is really just gonna be the platform that God uses to allow me to become the person that I want to be. Because this is all I ever want to do, is just share my life and just influence and inspire people to, you know, be the best version of themselves, you know. And I'm not even saying like I want to be a life coach, but, you know, we all have somebody who we look up to in some way, shape, or form. And like, the fact that people already look up to me, like the close people look up to me, especially within college, because of that. But like, to have a stranger not know me, but just know me from my videos and like my vulnerability and just how I am from here. Because again, I would never paint a picture that I'm not. I will give it to y'all straight up. Like, this what it is, this what it ain't. But like, to have a stranger come to your videos and be like, damn, I can actually relate to this person. I want to see more from this person. I want to see this person. That's lit. That's lit. And that's gonna happen. It's gonna be hundreds and thousands of people. And I'm gonna just be like, damn. Wouldn't it happen if I stopped? Wouldn't it happen if I didn't keep going? You know? Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for everything. Thank you, God, for y'all. Thank you, God, for just everything. Thank you, God, for the bad days. Thank you, God, for the good days. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for waking me up every day. Thank you for giving me a sense of purpose. Damn, why I get crazy like that? What else? Everything in life is a season. I say that to say, bruh, because everything in life is a season, and everything we go through in life is either a lesson or a blessing. So whatever season you're in right now, bruh, you can look at it as a lesson or a blessing. Bruh, I'm looking at this season that I'm coming out of, this detox, as a lesson because of everything that I learned, which is the purpose of this video. But also I'm looking at it as a blessing because it put me on a pivot to where now I'm able to just reflect and just look back on things that happened within the last 2 weeks, 2 months, and just be like, bro, I can move different now, or I can think this way, or I can go about things this way. You know, it just put me on a different path. And you know, I feel like, again, everything we do happens for a reason. So the way things play out, the way things go, bro, God is doing it for a reason. Like, and this is just a season. I feel like now I'm mentally saying I'm walking out of this depressive detox, this depressive state, this depressive season, and I'm walking into a joyful, better, not saying I'm gonna be 100% and be like, oh, everything's great now, but no, I'm better. I feel better. I'm not thinking what I was thinking 2-3 weeks ago. I'm on a okay route mentally. Like, things are picking up, you know. We in a pickup season. Life is picking up. And last thing is, it's all a part of your story. It's all a part of your story. It's all a part of your story. That's something that I tell myself, bruh, every single day. Especially when I'm going through shit. Especially when I'm going through hard times, bruh. I always tell myself, it's all a part of your story. It's all a part of your story. It's all a part of your story, bro. Because just like I was saying, bro, how I genuinely believe that I'm going to be this person that I want to be. Bro, I'm already the person. I just need the numbers and all that. But like, when I get to the goals that I have, those goals that I never thought it was attainable, bro, I'm going to look back at times like this and I'm going to just say, bro, this was all a part of your story. Like, the bad times that we go through, y'all, it's all a part of our story. Like, you got to go through some challenges and obstacles. Like, nothing is going to be given to you easy. And that's just the hard reality of life. But you got to realize that, like, if it was easy, bruh, everybody would be doing it. Bruh, I don't know what just happened. I think my phone cut off. It said it was too hot. I think it's because I had it, like, set up in a car with the phone. But what was I talking about? Oh, basically how it's just all a part of your story. And I'm going to just pretty much end the video right here. Everything, again, going back to what I was just saying, everything's a part of your story. Everything that happens in life happens for a reason. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Again, this video was very random, but all in all, I appreciate y'all for watching this video. I thank everybody who, you know, reached out to me, you know, checked on me. Really means a lot. I know, again, I've been MIA and things like that, but again, sometimes you need to take a little depression detox, you know, get yourself together and things like that. But yeah, again, I appreciate y'all for watching. Again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna have some more content for y'all. I'll be having, bro, let me know what y'all want to see, because this is the end of the video. Like I said, again, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I hope somebody who, you know, going through some things, I hope you get better. I hope you know, don't let it win. Fight back. You know, life is what you make it. Go for a walk, do what you need to do. But yeah, that's it for this video. And again, thank y'all for watching. Until next time, peace.